My name is Gerry Ginty from Ballina, County Mayo. I'm a monumental sculptor, self-employed, married. I have 7 children, 7 adult children. And I've now decided to stand again for Ballina Council and the Mayo County Council as an independent candidate. I suppose, like a lot of other people throughout the county, I've witnessed what has been going on and not too happy about the amount of our money, your money, the taxpayers' money, the ratepayers' money that has been wasted on expenses for councillors, trips abroad for councillors, huge salaries for TDs and ministers, and the huge amount of money that has been wasted flying those people around, both internally within Ireland and outside the state. I'm also very annoyed at the amount of money that's wasted on government quangos, particularly in a time when those same politicians are telling us that we should tighten our belt and be patriotic. So I've now decided to stand for election. I think somebody has to take a stand somewhere, and I think I'll give people who mightn't be too happy about what's going on an opportunity to do something about it instead of just talking and crying about it. I think now is the time for action rather than words. If elected to either council, I make a firm commitment to the voters that I will not take 1 penny in either salary, expenses, nor will I participate in any free trips either within Ireland or outside Ireland. Neither will I take any other perks at the expense of the ratepayers. That is a commitment that I have no bother in honouring. I consider it an honour just to be a public representative. I see no need for anybody to pay me for that honour. I also intend to highlight the huge waste of public money, both by government bodies and by county councils and urban councils. Everybody talks about the amount of money that's wasted, but I think it's a taboo subject and people are afraid to say that we don't get value for money for what the council spends. If value for money was given, I don't think we would have the problem with our roads, footpaths and other infrastructure that we have at present. The money there probably is enough money there that is used wisely and spend wisely, that it would go a long, long way. Now, I don't blame the workers at all for this. The problem is from the top down, the workers will work if they're allowed to work. But I think in present circumstances, they're not allowed to work. There's an issue I would also like to raise if elected, and that is the policy of Mayo County Council on stray dogs. Their policy at present is, as far as I know, that if a dog is found straying, he is lifted, and if he's not claimed by the owner within 4 days, he is put down. Now, I think this is the most inhumane policy, and I think it shows certain arrogance on behalf of the officialdom. I don't blame the dog warden. He's only doing what he's told to do. I think this is an issue that has to be put right. Dogs don't have votes, but we can vote for them. Other issues that I wish to raise if elected are the issue of planning, particularly within the urban area in Ballina. A lot of the estates in our town in Ballina have been left in a very, very dangerous condition. A lot of them have been left with very high hills and what I would term as mini cliffs at the back of a lot of houses, which are a very big danger to both adults and children. And I can't understand how any planner would have allowed this to happen. And I think it's something that will have to be addressed before somebody is either seriously injured or killed. Another concern, a grave concern of mine, is that within the town and some areas outside the town of Ballina, the council have allowed works that were carried out by contractors and by themselves to leave footpaths and roads in an extremely dangerous area. In particular, within a half mile of where I live, there are 4 particularly dangerous areas. I have written to the council about them, pointed out the dangers to them, but I have not even had the courtesy of a reply. Now again, do the council have to wait until somebody is injured to do something about those 4 areas? And this is replicated throughout the town and throughout a lot of the rural areas. We get on to the position of the so-called recession we are in at present. And I think we hear a lot of people talking about the recession and what can be done to help it. Now, a lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of small businesses are finding it very, very difficult to cope. And I think they need help. The sort of help that Ballina Town Council is giving them at present is to extend the pay-to park areas in Ballina from their present position out into a lot of estates and other areas of the town. Now, this will have a detrimental effect on business in the town, because send out the wrong messages, tell the people, don't come to Ballina, go somewhere else where they want your business. I think it's sending out a completely wrong message at a time when we should be encouraging people to shop local, not go north. Don't put obstacles in people's ways. Encourage them to come to our town. And if elected, I would work day and night to ensure that our town is a place where people would want to come to, a place that would be attractive for people to come to, tourists, shoppers, and our local people to shop, to do business in, and for new business to set up in. And I think this, instead of our town council erecting follies costing millions of euros, I think that a little of this money, if it is put to improving our streets, improving our roads, and in particularly to provide public toilets in this day and age, I think it's a crying scandal that we have a town the size of Ballina without a public toilet. 80 years ago, 100 years ago even, the town of Ballina had 2 public toilets. Now we're into the 21st century and we have none. Now if they want to attract tourists, if they want to attract shoppers to Ballina, address the little things. I think a council that's incapable of looking after the small things, I think that same council hasn't much hope of solving bigger problems. I think start at the bottom and work your way up. It's unbelievable that those things are there, that people see them, the officials seem to see them, the councillors seem to see them, but they don't do anything about it. And if anybody else raises any concerns about them, it's totally ignored. I would say to the voters, please give me your #1 vote. You can be assured that I want your vote to help our town and our local area, not for any profit for myself, not for free trips for myself, not for anything like that. And if elected, I will be on call to the people whenever they want to see me, as I had been in the past when I was a councillor.